Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel to practice some yoga. My name is Steph, and this is going to be a really fun flow that we practice today. It's pretty creative, definitely some challenging, strengthening postures, but it's not your typical power flow where we're doing repetitive power moves. We really just kind of flow through, and it's challenging in of itself. It's fun. And it's a nice slow start. So I would definitely recommend practicing this flow just rolling out of bed to start your day on a phenomenal note, if you have the time first thing in the morning. Otherwise, after work, before you begin your evening a chapter at home with your family or your significant other, or whatever time of day that you kind of transition from work mode to home mode, it's kind of nice to slow down, get into some stillness, and then reset and feel really rejuvenated and energized to then show up in that next aspect of your life or that next part of your day. So I hope you really enjoy it. Please share with your friends if you do. Tag me if you practice. I'd love to see your practice and get more connected on here. You might want a couple of blocks for this flow. You'll want two of them that are the same height, so whether you're going to stack up some books or get a couple boxes or something, if you don't have an actual yoga block, you just want them to be about a few inches, like maybe 3 inches tall, maybe 4 or 5, depends on how tall you are, but you're gonna want two of them equal size at the two top corners of your mat, and we're only gonna use them once in the same spot, so you can just set them up there and leave them there for the whole time. Otherwise, you don't need any props. I do, however, recommend listening to some music if you have another device to connect to Spotify. I have a playlist there that I really love practicing with this particular sequence, and it's called the Funky Vibes Vinyasa. There are two Funky Vibes Vinyasa playlists, but not the one that's the Funky Vibes 2 with the peace fingers. It's just the one with the Funky Vibes Vinyasa. And if you start it at the same time you start the video, it really lines up well with a nice Shavasana song. So I hope you really enjoy it. All right, so let's get started in a seated cross-legged position. And just take a moment to close your eyes and adjust into your crossed legs, removing any flesh from beneath the sit bones and just allowing the sit bones to really ground down and anchor into the earth as you come into stillness and soften through your limbs. Just allowing the heart to soften, the shoulders to drop away from the ears. Letting the belly be soft. The fingers relaxed around the natural curve of your thigh. And just allowing the toes and the ankles to completely disengage. Feeling that really gentle gravitational pull pressing you into the earth, connecting you, reminding you that you are always supported, always connected. And then balancing out that force of grounding down by beginning to imagining a gentle lift, starting rooting down from your pelvic floor up the spine, allowing the heart to gently lift, the spine to lengthen, reaching the very crown of the head to the sky. And beginning to draw your breath in deeper as you breathe in and sit up tall. Allow the full capacity of your lungs to fill up. And then just let it go softly out of the mouth. And then just taking your time to slowly sip in the breath, completely full. And softly let it go. And just continue to follow your breath just like this, allowing the body to continue to relax into the space. Just allowing the mind to settle into this moment. And just creating this really nice space where you can step forward into the practice with clear intention. Letting go of anything you're holding from the day, any stress, anything that's busy within your life, and just coming back home to yourself, giving yourself the space to support where you are in your journey and to cultivate exactly what it is you are trying to create. Take another full inhale. Complete exhale. And then as you inhale, begin to grasp your hands around your knees. Now bring your heart forward, lift your chin, allowing the throat to open, stretching through the front of the chest. Draw the shoulder heads back. As you exhale, bring your weight backward, rounding the spine, finding that nice pull in the shoulders as you tuck your chin to chest. Inhale, rock your weight forward, tilting the pelvic bowl forward, lifting the chin, elbows draw back. Exhale to gently round the spine, tuck everything under. And just allow your breath, your natural rhythm of breath to guide the movement. Inhaling to open the heart, exhaling to round out. And on your next inhale, sitting up nice and tall through the spine, relaxing through the shoulders, softening through the face. Gently blink the eyes open and shift your weight forward onto hands and knees. Come into a child's pose. So let's bring our knees nice and wide to the edges of the mat and bring your big toes to touch as you sink your hips back towards your heels and melt the heart to the floor. Stretching the arms long, letting the forehead find a connection to the floor. And allowing the shoulders to soften there, allowing the hips to relax. Feeling the heart just naturally pour onto the earth. And gently rock your forehead side to side. Just giving your mind permission to let go and then really cultivating clarity in your intention. What are you focusing on? What are you carrying with you as we flow through this practice? And then coming into stillness here, take another full inhale, sending the breath into the back body, into the back of the rib cage, imagining the back lifting and ballooning to the sky as you inhale. And then just allowing your whole body to soften deeper as you exhale. Begin to inch your fingertips forward to the top of the mat, finding greater length through the arms, drawing that length all the way through the side bodies. On your next inhale, press through the palms to lift the chest, come back up onto hands and knees for tabletop position. Slide the knees under the hips, so you have a nice stacked shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, untuck your toes. And then grounding down through the left hand, spread the left fingers nice and wide and reach the right arm forward to the top of the mat. Fingers reaching out, bicep by the ear. Notice your lower belly, hug your lower belly in, hug your upper ribs, lower ribs up and in, and ground down, stretch your left leg out and away. So opposite arm from leg, letting your back foot be flexed, toes face the earth. Inhale to lengthen, heel reaches away from the fingertips. Exhale to tuck and round under, tap the knee to elbow, hugging everything into the core. Inhale to stretch long. Exhale to tap knee to elbow, round the spine, hug it in. Inhale long and through the fingers and heel. Exhale to crunch and round under, letting the breath guide you. Inhaling, exhaling, full inhale, complete exhale, This time as we inhale, we'll hold. Keep looking straight down at your mat, letting the back of the neck feel neutral. As you exhale, keep the leg lifted, but just drop the right palm back under the shoulder and kick your right shin out to the side. Lift your left arm up to a modified side plank. Let the big toe of your back leg fall to the floor. So we're reaching up tall through that left arm. Inhale the left arm up and over, bicep by the ear. Stretching through that left side body. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, lift that leg up to a float and reach the fingers down towards the hip. Let's rotate this left foot all the way to the top of the mat and step it forward into a low lunge shape, keeping that back knee lowered down to the earth. So sink your hips forward, softening through the shoulders, letting the heart feel really open. So draw the shoulder blades together gently, just to keep the collarbone nice and broad. Full, slow breaths here. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, shift your hips backward a bit, allowing this left knee to straighten out. Pick up the left toes so the foot is flexed, heel is grounded down. Take a nice long inhale to lengthen the spine, lift the heart up. And as you exhale, just soften and fold over this left leg. Breathing length into the spine. And just softening as you exhale. Inhale, glide forward, plant through that left foot. Plant both of the hands underneath the shoulder. Untuck or tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. So we lift up into a nice strong runner's lunge. Step the left foot back into your high plank. Keeping the shoulders stacked over the wrists, spreading the fingers wide. You can always drop to your knees to modify here, but keep a nice straight line from shoulders to knees. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pedal through the heels for a moment. Let the head dangle nice and heavy. Spread the fingers wide and just wiggle around to notice how your body is feeling in this moment. Just watching all of the different sensations that are showing up for you without needing to label them or attach to them, just watching, observing as you continue to breathe and continue to feel into everything that comes up. As you inhale, glide forward into your high plank, stacking the shoulders up over the wrists, reaching the heels away, strengthen the thighs, really pressing through the shoulders. Take a full inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Level out through the hips. Exhale, lift hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Exhale, very slowly lower your knees back to your tabletop position, untucking your toes as they relax. Pressing down through those shoulders again, so engage your lower belly, so you're hugging everything up into the back body. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, press into the tops of your feet and your palms and lift your knees up off of the mat very gently. Just breathing into the tops of the feet. Exhale or inhale, release it back down. So we'll exhale to lift. Inhale to release back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale it back down. Notice as you lift your knees, more weight comes into your hands. Keep your shoulders stacked right above your wrists. Exhale, release, come back to neutral. Ground down through your right palm and extend your left arm out and away, reaching the fingers to the top of the mat. Engaging your core, really hugging the lower belly up and in. Extend your opposite leg, your right leg to the back. Again, reaching through the heel like you're trying to punch your heel into the back wall, keeping all the toes facing straight down. Reaching through the fingers, take a full inhale, bicep by the ear. Exhale, crunch elbow to knee, round the spine, hug it up and into the body. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Use the breath here. Let it be audible. Let it be really strong. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale to reach and pause. Hold. Slowly lower the left palm under the shoulder. Kick the left shin out to the side to come into our modified side plank. Right arm to the sky. So I'm just going to face the other way. So our bottom left hand is stacked under the left shoulder, right arm reaches up. Inhale, reach the top arm up and over to stretch through the whole right side body. Exhale, crunch the fingers down to the hip, lift the leg, and let's pivot it all the way forward to the top of the mat for our low lunge. Sinking your hips forward, keeping a nice vertical line from your knee to your heel. Soften the shoulders. Imagining your front right heel is energetically drawing back in towards your hips so you can power up your hamstring of the right leg and really get a little bit deeper into the psoas, into the hips. Taking another full inhale. As you exhale, tip your hips back to straighten this right leg, pick up the right toes to flex the foot. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine, nice long back body. As you exhale, just soften over this right leg, half split. Notice where in your body is holding on to tension, and just allow that area to melt away. On your next inhale, glide back forward, planting your weight into your right foot. Allowing your hands to ground down, framing that right foot. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, high runner's lunge. And then step this right foot back into your high plank. Beautiful. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky, right heel reaches straight up to our three-legged dog. Keep pressing through the palms, pressing through the shoulders. Reaching the heel up, foot is flexed. As you exhale, bend the knee and stack the hip, lifting the right kneecap to the sky, letting that right heel fall heavy towards the left hip. And notice your left knee, see if it's locking out, see if you can bring a little more buoyancy to that left knee. Let it be soft as you lift tall through the right kneecap. Breathing deeply. As you inhale, extend the leg straight out and up to your three-legged dog. Exhale, glide forward and tap the right knee to the right elbow into your high plank. Round your spine, press through your shoulders. Inhale, reach it back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, glide forward, round the spine, hug the knee into the chest. Inhale it up to your three-legged dog. Exhale, glide forward across the body. Right knee taps left elbow. Inhale it up, three-legged dog. Exhale to the center of the chest. Squeeze, pause here. Step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge, lift the chest, the arms. As you exhale, just soften into that right knee, spread the right toes wide, sinking deeper into that right knee, lifting through the spine, through the shoulders. Soften the face, take a full inhale to lengthen through the arms. As you exhale, let the arms come alongside the body, palms face down, and reach your heart forward. Chest lifts forward, you're coming higher on your back toes, more weight pours into the right foot. As you inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms back up to your high crescent lunge. Exhale, dive forward, reach the heart, fingers reach back, pour more weight forward, lighten up your back toes. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale to your forward fold, reaching the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale it up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, lean forward, heart open and pause. Take another full inhale here. As you exhale, drop your hands to frame that foot, plant down through the right hand or the left hand. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. Gaze follows. Lift tall through your back toes, squeeze your back thigh. Exhale, drop that right palm back down. Sweep this right foot all the way up and back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. Breathe here, or gently flip it over into your wild thing, nice and slow. Inhaling to lift the hips, opening the heart, reaching through the right fingers. Inhale to flip it back over, three-leg dog, right heel to the sky. Exhale, release it down, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your toes, nice and slow, to find a standing forward fold at the back of the mat. Feet are hip width distance, soften through the knees and just let the top body hang really heavy. Feeling the entire weight of the skull. Letting the exhales help you get a little deeper into the pose. You can reach for opposite elbows if you'd like to take ragdoll or any other variation that feels good for you. Letting your weight be equally forward onto your toes as it is in your heel. And perhaps you even sway side to side with your top body. Coming into stillness, exhale to release the arms down from whatever variation you took. Inhale, bring the palms to the shins as you rise your back up halfway to a flat back, lengthening the spine, looking straight down. Hug your belly button up and in. Exhale, hinge and fold over the legs softly, let the head hang. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, fire up your core here to protect your lower back. Exhale, fold over the legs. One more flow just like that. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Walk your hands back out to downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. As you exhale, lower your knees, chin and chest to the earth. Hug those elbows in nice and close. Come all the way onto your belly, untuck your toes. As you inhale, lift the chest up, squeeze the shoulders up and back, low cobra. Keep the back of the neck long. Exhale, roll the chest back down, forehead to the earth. Inhale, low cobra, lift up through the chest. Keep a nice contact in the tops of the feet to the earth. Exhale, lowers you back down. And just flow to your own rhythm here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release. Maybe you hover your hands, really using the strength of your back. And on your next inhale, press up through hands and knees, tuck toes for downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Exhale, lower knees, chin, chest to the earth. Hug those elbows in nice and close. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low cobra, lift the chest, roll the shoulders up and back. Exhale, release the chest, find downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg rises, three-leg dog, reaching that heel straight up to the sky. Keeping the hips nice and square. As you exhale, bend your left knee and stack your hip, peeling that left hip up over the right, punching through that left heel away to the right wall, breathing deeply. Imagining like a string is attached to your left kneecap, lifting it higher and higher up to the sky. As you inhale, extend the leg nice and long, square off the hip, heel is the highest point of the body. As you exhale, glide forward, hugging the knee in, knee taps the left elbow. Inhale it up to your three-leg dog. Exhale, glide forward, hug that knee into the chest. Inhale it up. Exhale across to the right elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale to the chest. Inhale. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale to the chest and squeeze. Pause. Step the left foot between the hands. Strong through the legs. Inhale, rise the chest, the arms high, crescent lunge. So take a moment to find your balance here, to ground down, feeling all the left toes spread wide and gripping the mat with that left foot. Sinking deeper into that left knee, letting the tailbone feel really heavy. Rather than sticking out, hug the lower belly in, allow the tailbone to find a nice neutral alignment. Soften the face. Take a full inhale, reach long through the arms. As you exhale, arms reach back, chest reaches forward, hinging at the hips, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms, high crescent lunge. Exhale to lean and reach forward. Inhale it up. Exhale, lean with the heart. Inhale it up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lean through the heart. Let the arms stay reaching back. Pause here, breathe. Exhale, plant the hands down, planting through the right arm. Inhale, the left arm rises to the sky, gaze follows. Keep a nice generous bend in that left knee as you engage through the back leg. Beautiful. Exhale, slowly lower that left leg down. Pick up this left foot and slide it all the way up and back to your three-leg dog. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Take your vinyasa, lower knees, chin, chest, or chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra or full up dog. We will meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, high plank. Take your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Child's pose is always an option to release through the knees and let the chest fall over the thighs. And just take a moment to really slow down the breath. Slow down the heart rate. And just notice anything that's been bubbling up for you in this experience so far. Any thoughts, resistance, tendencies. And then take a really deep, full inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, lift through the chest, come onto hands and knees. Exhale, lift hips, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift your heels high, come up onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, bend your knees deeply, bringing your knees down towards a hover and bringing your belly to your thighs, arms stay straight. Inhale, lift your hips up to straighten the legs. Exhale, pour the heels to the earth. Inhale, lift the heels high on the toes. Exhale, bend your knees deeply, belly to thighs, straight arms. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, pour the heels. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. This time, look between your thumbs and hop your feet to the top of the mat. As you inhale, rise up halfway, flat back to lengthen the spine, palms to shins. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, root to rise, strong core, flat back. Let your thumbs help lift you up, reaching the arms up to the sky, lengthen nice and long. Palms meet together, exhale the hands together at the heart space. Take a full inhale. Exhale, release the arms alongside the body, palms face open for mountain pose. Draw the shoulders back, ground down through the feet, soften the knees, the hips. Taking a full inhale. Complete exhale. Ground down through your left foot. Open your eyes and find a drishti point for your eyes to focus on. Lifting through the pelvic floor, feeling that strong core foundation help guide you as you lift the right knee up to a float. Bringing your hands together at the heart space. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, sweep this right knee out wide to the side body. Inhale, bring it back in center. Exhale, sweep it wide. Inhale to center. Exhale, wide. Inhale to center, pause. Bring your hands to your hips and kick the heel back as you lower the chest into warrior three. So your hands are at your hips, or they can come back to prayer. And just lower this right hip down, roll it down so it's nice and square with the left. Pressing through your back right heel, letting the back right toes face straight down, lengthening the whole spine. As you exhale, bend this left knee and step the right foot all the way back to a high crescent lunge. Take a full inhale, reach the arms tall. Exhale, plant the hands to frame that left foot. We're gonna bring the left hand onto the inside of the left foot and walk all the way around, pivot on your feet to a straddle. So our toes are facing the side of the mat. Take a full inhale, lengthening the spine, halfway lift through the chest. As you exhale, gently hinge at the hips and fold over the legs. You can just allow the palms to come flat to the mat, or you can reach your hands through, reaching your fingers towards the opposite wall as the head hangs heavy. And just breathe. Bringing the palms back under the shoulders. As you inhale, lift the chest, come up to a halfway lift. As you exhale, bend into your right knee, sink your right hip over to the right side as you pick up your left toes, come into your ninja squat. Allow this right elbow to press that right knee nice and wide, letting your fingers tent to the earth. Keep the heart open, keep the spine long as you reach the ball of the left foot away from your left hip. Breathe. If you'd like, you can walk your hands out, find length, and bow the head down here. Walking your hands back if they're extended, inhale to lift the chest. As you exhale, begin to walk over to the left side of your mat, sinking into that left knee, letting the right toes lift up for the opposite side. Take a full inhale, lengthening the spine, opening the heart. As you exhale, maybe you walk back out again or just match what you did on the opposite side. And if you walk your hands out, just trust your fingertips to help hold you, finding that nice balance of weight between your foot and your fingertips. Let everything else in between soften. Inhale, bring the palms back under the shoulders and lift the chest. We're gonna pivot back around to the left side. So we're gonna frame our left foot and tuck our right foot under, coming into our high runner's lunge. So our left foot is in front now. Press your right palm down underneath your right shoulder. You can always drop your right knee if you want to take the modified. We're gonna step this left foot back and take it into our side plank on the right side. So if you want to take this with the right knee down, you just kick that right shin out and let the left foot sweep to the back of the mat as you lift the left arm up to the sky. Beautiful. Taking a full inhale, reaching the left arm up and over, bicep by the ear. Nice. As you exhale, bring that left palm down, come to a neutral plank. Full inhale. As you exhale, take your vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, come high on the toes, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees deeply, belly to thighs, straighten the arms. Inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. Exhale, pour the heels to the earth. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, bend those knees deeply. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, pour the heels to the earth. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the thumbs, hop your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, flat back. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, root to rise, strong core as you rise all the way up. Reach the arms tall, maybe a slight back bend, lifting the heart and opening the throat a bit. As you exhale, bring the hands together to the heart space. Thumbs meet the heart, full inhale. Exhale, release the arms, palms face open for mountain pose. Taking a moment to reconnect to the sensation beneath the feet. To allow our bodies to orient to being upright. And then gently blink the eyes open as you ground down through your right foot. Inhale, the left knee rises to a float. Your hands can come back at the heart space. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, let this left knee spin out wide. Inhale it back to center. Exhale out wide. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to center. This time as we exhale, kick the heel back, let the chest lower, come into your warrior three. So we're letting that left hip roll down. So even the pinky toe on the left foot faces straight down to the floor. Hugging your lower rib points up and in. So it's almost like you're trying to hollow out your back body so it's nice and flat and horizontal. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, bend your right knee deeply as you stretch that left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale, high crescent lunge, lift the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands to frame that right foot. Bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot and pivot around into our ninja squat on this side. Sinking into that right knee. So this time we're gonna flow through. We're gonna take a full inhale here. As you exhale, just walk over to the left side. Take a full inhale into this left side. Exhale, walk to the right. You can keep your hands down to support you. Inhale here. Or you can keep your hands lifted. Inhale into it. Exhale to travel. Full inhale, keep that chest lifted. Exhale. Full inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhaling, coming back to the right side. Bringing your hands to frame that right foot, tuck your left toes under into your lunge. Ground down through that right or the left palm down under the left shoulder. Inhale, the right arm rises. Gaze follows. We're going to pivot into our left side plank. So again, you can drop your left knee, kick your left shin out, and sweep the right foot to the end of the mat, the back of the mat. Or you can take it up into your high side plank. Breathing deeply, lifting the hips, really pressing through the shoulders. So you're trying to create as much space between you and your side body as possible, between the floor and the side body, I mean. Breathing, taking a full inhale. Exhale, come back to your neutral plank. Full inhale. Exhale for vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the right leg rises up to three-leg dog. Exhale, plant it between the hands for a low lunge. Grounding down through that left hand. Inhale, the right arm rises. Exhale, bring it back to your side plank, whether it's modified or your full side plank on the left side. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the top foot just an inch or so. As you exhale and lower that top foot down, let it stagger so the heel touches your toes of the back foot. Beautiful. So you can press down through the big toe edge of that top foot, and we're going to press down through our shoulder and our hand to allow the lower knee to become lighter and lower that lighter knee down into modified side plank. Beautiful. Take a full inhale, reach the arm up overhead. Exhale, reach the fingers down as you float that leg up. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale to crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and pause. Reach up through that top arm, press down through the back leg. We're gonna now lighten up this knee, lift that knee, and kick it out for fallen triangle. Let the blade edge of the foot go down to the earth. Inhale, lift the hips. Breathe. Exhale, drop that right hand down, hug the left knee into the chest, kick it up, three-leg dog. Exhale, lower it down, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, move through vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands for your low lunge. Ground down through that right hand. Inhale, the left arm rises. Moving into our right side plank with the knee lifted or not, begin to sweep that left foot down to the back of the mat. Breathing. Inhale, lift that top foot up just for a couple inches. Exhale, drop it down, stagger it in front of the bottom foot. Press down for that big toe edge, press down for your shoulder, lift the bottom right knee, and lower it down, modified side plank. Take an inhale, reach that top arm up and overhead. Exhale, crunch as you lift that back leg. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, side body crunch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift tall through that top hand. Drop your back big toe, press it down. We're gonna lift our bottom knee once again. This time, kick it forward. Drop the blade edge for fallen triangle and breathe. Exhale, drop that left hand, hug the right knee into the chest. Inhale it up, three-leg dog. Exhale, lower it down, downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward, move through vinyasa. Meeting in a child's pose, softening the hips through the heels, the forehead to the earth. Reconnecting to your breath with intention. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Reaching those fingers nice and long. Inhale, rise the chest up, come onto table, hands and knees. Exhale, lift hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come to prayer at the heart space. Take a full inhale, zip up the energy through the core. As you exhale, lean the heart forward and twist it to the right. Let that left elbow come outside of the right knee. Pressing the top hand down to the bottom hand as you lift through the back toes. Breathe all the way into the softness of the low belly. Let the whole pelvic bowl fill up with this breath. Creating space all the way down your torso as you twist it out. Inhale, lift the chest back through center. Exhale, plant the hands down to frame your front foot. Maybe you have blocks or something nearby to now take off with this left heel up to the sky for standing split. So we're folding over that right knee, keeping that right knee nice and buoyant as you allow the top body to really hang heavy. Keep lifting that left heel up, straight up. Keeping all 5 toes pointing straight down to 6 o'clock. Breathe. Stay nice and strong in your right leg. Very slowly begin to lower your left leg. Really, really slowly lowering it down. Don't let that left foot touch the floor. Keep it hugging up into the hip joint so it just hovers over the floor. Squeeze the thighs together as soon as they meet and let that left foot glide right through as you come onto the ball of the right foot, toe standing balance. So we're squeezing the thighs together, our hands are down, supported on blocks or on the floor. Squeeze the thighs, keep the chest lifted, press nice and strong through that left foot. Breathe. You got this. Squeeze those thighs like they're glued together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And we're gonna just roll back onto our sit bones and take it into boat pose. Lift both legs up. Lift the arms if you'd like, or keep the arms supported behind the knees. Lift through the heart, lifting the sternum to the sky. Lift the chin gently and breathe. Hugging onto the shins, round your back and just rock and roll along the spine for a few rounds. We're gonna build up momentum and come all the way through vinyasa, so you can stand up through a mountain pose and take a full sun salutation. Inhaling the arms up, exhaling hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back and flow. Meeting in down dog. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, step in between the hands. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, the hands together to the heart space. Take a full inhale. Exhale, twist the heart to the left, right elbow outside of that left knee. Press the hands down to rotate the heart to the thumbs. Breathe. Soften that top shoulder, soften the face. As you inhale, come back to center, lift the heart. As you exhale, plant the hands down to frame that left foot, standing split, right heel lifts to the sky. Keep lifting so you can dial your pinky toe down to face straight to the floor, keeping the hips nice and square. So you're really feeling the back of the right leg turn on to lift you, squeezing the glute, letting the head fall. Slow and controlled. Imagining you're hugging the femur bone of the right leg up into the hip socket as you lower the leg down, keeping the foot lifted up from the floor. Squeeze the thighs together as you bend that left knee and kick the right leg through for your toe balance. You can stay supported with the fingers. Try and lift the chest, hug the navel up and in, lift the pelvic floor, and squeeze the legs together as you press that right heel out and away. The more you strengthen each element, each part of the posture, the easier it is to feel stillness. Breathing. Slowly come down to your sit bones for boat pose. Lift the legs. Keep the heart open. Keep that lower abdominals squeezing up and in. And then hugging onto the shins very gently, come all the way back onto your back body. Squeezing the legs in. Bringing the elbows down to the earth, hug the elbows in nice and close to the rib cage. So your fingertips are pointing up, your elbows are bent like little T-Rex arms here. And we're gonna lift our hips and our legs up for a shoulder stand. Hands are gonna come to the low back with the fingers pointing up to the heels for support. We're gonna try and lift our heels above our hips above our shoulders. Do not move your head left or right in this pose. You really want to keep your head neutral. Once you find that nice stack, that nice balance, see if you can create a little gentle space underneath the chin and watch the belly rise and fall with the breath. Full inhale, complete exhale. Very slowly release your back body back down, hugging your knees into your chest when you arrive. And then rock and roll on your back body and move through another vinyasa. So you want to really build up your momentum so you can come all the way up to a stand. Inhaling the arms up once you rise. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, step back and flow through. Inhale, the right heel rises to the sky. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, lean the heart forward, fingers reach back, palms face the earth. Pour more weight into your right foot. Lift that left foot up into your warrior three. Airplane variation, so our chest is lifted like an up dog shape, squeezing the shoulder blades together, letting the thumbs help lift us as we punch back through that left heel. Keep the right knee buoyant. As we inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest, and the left knee comes all the way forward up to a float. Exhale the hands to prayer, keeping that left knee floating. Take a full inhale. Exhale, spin that left knee out wide. Hands at your hips. Kick this left leg all the way back to a balancing half moon. Let your right fingers trickle down to the floor or block as you keep lifting through the left pinky toe. You can keep your left hand on your hip or extend the arm all the way up to the sky. Breathing, opening the hips, opening the heart. Bend through that right knee, step the left foot all the way back to warrior two. Lift the chest, arms horizontal. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame that front foot. Step the right foot back, maybe keep it lifted for a challenge. Flow through vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, rise, high crescent lunge. Exhale, lean the heart forward, arms reach back, palms face down. Very slowly, gracefully, just come higher and higher on your back right toes until you can slide them up. Take flight, squeeze the shoulder blades together for your airplane. Let the back toes face down, really strong through the fingertips, soft through the face. Inhale, sweep the fingers down and up to help lift the chest. Right knee comes up to a float. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take a full inhale. Exhale, sweep the right knee out wide. Hands at the hips, kick it out for your balancing half moon. Keeping that right pinky toe lifted, let the left fingers trickle down diagonally up and away from that left pinky toe. Once you find that stability, extend the right arm straight up to the sky. And breathing deeply. Bend through that left knee, kick, step that right foot all the way to the back of the mat, lift the chest, warrior two. Sinking into that left knee, flip the front palm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, last vinyasa. Maybe you keep that left foot lifted as you lower. Inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. Maybe you flip it into wild thing, maybe you stay here, breathing into the hip. Inhaling it back into three-leg dog. Exhale, glide forward to high plank. Bring that right knee to the right wrist and recline the shin across the mat for pigeon. Lowering your back knee, stretching long through that back leg, and untucking your back toes. Start by lifting up through the chest and just allow the hips to settle. Sinking the front of your left hip down towards your right heel, rather than rolling to your right side. Allow the hips to stay square. Take a full inhale. And allow your exhale to sink your chest closer to the floor as you lower and fold forward. Breathing the whole way through, softening through the top body. Deepening your breath. And allowing that exhale to continuously allow your body to become more and more relaxed into the shape. Noticing if your body likes to naturally hang on through the jaw or the shoulders, the forehead, and just continually letting your body release. Letting that breath be your focus, carrying its intention. Allowing yourself to be exactly where you are. Taking a full, slow inhale. Open mouth, exhale, sigh. Using your inhale to lift the chest, bring the palms back under the shoulders, nice and slow. We're going to rotate our weight onto our right side and begin to wrap your left knee forward and stack that left knee up over the right. So we're going to take it into shoelace. So our knees are stacking into the midline of the body, right in alignment with the navel. And just allow both feet to be untucked, heels close to the hips. Sinking down through that left sit bone. Soften the shoulders, soften the face. This one can feel really intense or really different from the pigeon pose. So if it feels like this is enough for you, you can just stay right here. If it's too much, just straighten your bottom leg out and focus on stacking that top knee. And then from there, as you feel like your edge gets a little further and further, you can begin to fold the chest forward. But take your time. Allow each breath to change the way the pose feels within your body. Noticing how the sensations just pass by and move through you. On your next inhale, lifting the chest back up, stacking the shoulders up over the hips. Bring your hands behind your hips and just pour your weight behind you so that you can unwind the legs, bringing the heels to the floor nice and wide, and just rock your knees side to side for a little windshield wiper. And then bringing your feet back to the front of the mat, we'll just lift up and over into a standing forward fold. Keeping your feet hip-width distance, letting your top body fold down up over the legs and reach for opposite elbows for ragdoll. Swaying side to side if that feels good. And then releasing the grip of the hands, inhale, rise up halfway, bring the palms to the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Plant the palms into the mat and step back into your downward facing dog, keeping the hips lifted. As you inhale, bring the left heel to the sky, three-leg dog. As you exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip, lifting that left kneecap to the sky, reaching that left heel to the right wall. Staying here, or very slow and controlled, flip your dog into wild thing. Inhale, flip it back over to your three-leg dog. Exhale, glide forward, high plank. Bring that left knee to your left wrist and recline the shin across the mat for pigeon. Stretching nice and long through that right leg, untucking your right toes. Take an inhale to lift tall through the spine. Soften the shoulders. Using your exhale to gently fold over, surrender into the pose. Letting your breath grow deeper and deeper. Just observing the thoughts as they pass by. And taking a full inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale to gently lift the chest, bringing the palms under the shoulders. We'll shift our weight over to the left thigh and swing our right knee all the way around and on top of the left for our shoelace on this side. Just take a moment to get into your shape, to adjust, and then to notice the right sit bone and anchor it back down into the earth. Take a moment to just soften the belly, let the shoulders drop, close the eyes. And then taking your time to gently fold forward through the chest. If that serves you here, you can stay lifted, of course, just constantly noticing the hips disengage a little bit more and a little bit more. And as you inhale, slowly begin to lift the chest, bringing the shoulders back over the hips. Bring your hands behind you, pour your weight into your palms to lean back, release the legs, gently windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then we'll plant the feet down, hip width distance apart, keeping the knees bent. Bring the palms behind the thighs and inhale, grow tall through the spine, lifting the heart. As you exhale, round the spine, reach the arms long and just lower one vertebrae of the spine down to the mat at a time, keeping core control, nice and slow, arriving onto your back body. Tuck your shoulder blades under, plant the palms down, arms alongside the body, and step your heels in nice and close to your glutes. Take a full inhale. Complete exhale, ground down through the feet. Inhale, press through the heels as you lift the hips up into your bridge pose. Continue to tuck the shoulder blades under, letting the back of the neck feel nice and long, keeping a gentle space under the chin and just breathing into the belly. If you'd like to, you can clasp your hands beneath your back and straighten the arms, pressing the pinky edge of your fist down into the mat. Another full inhale, feel those hips lift. Exhale to very gently lower your back body down to the earth. Release the arms, palms alongside the body. Once your hips find the floor, take a full inhale. Exhale, bring the bottoms of the feet to touch, knees splay out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And just allow the eyes to close. Take a few more deep belly breaths if you feel like you need to. Letting go of any residual tension or energy that's stirring within you, and just allow yourself to become softer and quieter within the breath. Notice how the back of the neck feels. Maybe you pick up your head and tuck the chin under slightly just to feel a little more length through the back of the neck. Or you can also just rock your head side to side, massaging the back of the skull, relaxing the shoulder muscles. And then slowly finding complete stillness. Feeling those knees release further and further to the earth. Noticing your natural rhythm of breath beneath the palms. And any sensation that you have on the palms. Perhaps you feel subtle energy there in warmth, or a little bit of buzzing. Maybe you feel your heart rate. The texture of your shirt. And then also noticing the weight of your hands on your chest. Noticing that comfort of your hands on the heart and on the belly. Just a gentle reminder that everything you are seeking, all the answers that you're looking for, are right here within you. And trusting that as you begin to stretch out your arms and legs and come into Shavasana. Allow the heels to stay wide as you stretch out the legs, let the toes splay out naturally. Let the palms face up to the sky. And just continue to soften through the breath, through the body, as you feel your weight sink closer and closer to the earth. And just letting go of the entire practice for a moment to just be here. Soaking in all the benefits of the practice, recharging. And just allow yourself to fully disengage here. Just soak in this moment. And then very gently beginning to wiggle fingers and toes. Gently rolling around your ankles and wrists. Stretching the arms and legs long. Reach the arms up overhead as you inhale. Nice, good morning stretch. And then as you exhale, curl up onto whichever side body you'd like to, into the fetal position, hugging the knees into the chest, resting the head into the bicep. Allow the eyes to stay closed for a moment. And just direct the awareness to your heart, noticing the space behind the sternum, the space within the chest cavity, feeling physically into your heart and connecting to that feeling of gratitude. Letting a smile come up onto your lips as you really feel thankful for this practice, for this body, and for all the ways that it supports you in your life. Very slowly, very gently begin to lift yourself up into a seat, letting the eyes stay closed. Letting your legs come across and the hands meeting together at the heart space. Softening the shoulders, take another full inhale to grow tall through the spine. Open mouth, exhale. May you step into your light. May you shine your light for the world to see unapologetically. Namaste. Thank you.